You want to tell me my mic has not been working this entire time? And I've been I've been sitting here telling a story. I've been sitting here for the last, like, 15 minutes telling a story, and my mic has been off this entire time. Yes, you are supposed to hear me. I hope you do now. Why didn't I realize the slider was, something messed up in my settings, apparently. My mic was working before. So no one heard anything I said in the last half hour. I should have said sooner, and yes, I can hear you clearly. Thank you. Why isn't the chat box working now? Why are things not working the way they should? There we go. Ugh. So, I've been sitting here, telling a story about my childhood, about my experiences with Pokémon, and no one heard anything. That's great. Okay, I guess I should restart then. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed right now. This is why I'm laughing. Okay. You know what? Before I start the story, I want to say the reason why I am dark is because we have a shortage of electric sockets in the room right now. So something had to go. I had to connect a lot of things here, including my computer, my Switch, and other things around here. So because we have a bit of a scarcity of electric sockets right now, because just one is covered, that's the entire point, my light had to go in order to stream at all. So that's why I'm dark, if you were wondering. I'm usually not dark on stream. But now to get back to the story, the starting point was that I am excited to play new Pokemon Snap that's coming out. We're only going to get it on Sunday, and I'm only going to be playing it on Friday because I'm not home, and because the official importer doesn't work on Friday. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, probably doesn't work on Friday, or work only half a day. So I am kind of excited to play, because I'm not 100% sure if I'll get too much invested in the gameplay of new Pokemon Snap. From there, I've gotten to a point where I said I've never played the original Pokemon Snap, or any game really from, well, the main series. I played a little bit of Gen 1. But I've never managed to beat a league in any game since, like, until Generation 4. I haven't been in the league in a Gen 1, 2, or 3 game. And Gen 4 I've only done for the first time this week. I beat Platinum, if you haven't seen on Twitter. So yeah, the story went that, as a kid, the only thing I've done of Pokemon was watch the TV series that came out here. You know, the anime. And I watched it, I liked it, but I never really gotten too much into the other parts of Pokemon. Just because, I mean, I've seen that there were games, but I wasn't really much in the video games back then. That's one thing. And my only, like, flashback of, like, my only memory, like, blurred memory of a game from back then was something that was black and white and just riding a bike. So I assume that it was a Gen 1 game and it was post-game. Because that's all I remembered. It was just like, you just take the bike and you just go play, and you just like ride around, and you do nothing basically. Played the original N64 Pokemon Snap, and I played Pokemon Blue and Red when they first came out. And I played every generation since. Wow. Okay. That is a long time fan. But yeah, so I've gotten. I never really gotten into the games. I really liked the series, but it was just that. I kind of liked it. Since then, I've kind of grew out of. I don't really want to say the series. I grew out more of the channel he was on. It's a kids channel, literally a kids channel, and I've just gotten into other things, and I grew out of it. Plus, it just stopped airing here in my country, so that was around the end of Gen 4, where it just stopped airing. It did come back, but you know, we're literally, you know, okay, I live in Israel. I watched the Hebrew dub as a kid, and there is literally nothing from Generation 5 Hebrew dubbed in the anime. Nothing. They stopped around the end of Generation 4. It was season 12. They didn't even air the last season of Diamond and Pearl. And then when they came back, it was well, I don't want to say very recently. Well, it was a few years ago, but I think it was just before the Sun and Moon anime started coming out in English, and in Hebrew they aired like a little bit of Generation 1, or like seasons 1 and 2, and then they skipped to the beginning of Gen 6 of the XY anime. So I've very much branched off from the story. That's just the Hebrew dub of the anime, and that's what I watched as a kid. I didn't step 2, right? Okay, no, I didn't. So I kind of grew out and I kind of forgot about Pokemon. Then it was around 2014 or 2015. I don't exactly remember the time, but through some sources, I just kind of was reminded of the Pokemon anime. And I was like, okay, I really like, hold on, that's it. I've been every Elite Four and Champions through Cynthia, though Cynthia was my toughest champion to beat. I've seen every Pokemon series and movies they've done so far. I've seen all the anime as well, and the movies. Even some, like, things that weren't even dubbed to English. But yeah, I'm very much following the anime. Like, okay, for the newer episodes, I only watched the English dub, but things that are like banned or just things that are never going to be translated, I have watched the Japanese version of them. But yeah, I was reminded of the Pokemon anime, and I liked binge watching series, so I started rewatching it from the very first episode. It had like already like 800 or 900 episodes, so it took a long time. And I watched it in English this time because I don't know what it is, but there's just something in anime that does not work in Hebrew. And English dubbed animes are much better than Hebrew dubbed ones. Yeah. Just don't know what it is. There's something that just doesn't work. Anyways, I watched it in English from the beginning all the way to it was very deep into the XY anime. At the point where I managed to catch up to it, there were 2 episodes left to Kalos Quest, which is season 18. During that time, I started getting a little bit more into the rest of the franchise. Started like, I think I was following them on Twitter already, and then came the 20th anniversary. It was around that time that I've rediscovered footage from, that I discovered footage from the latest games at the time, which were Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And with my old memories of a black and white game where you ride a bike, and I suddenly saw like a 3D game with full color, and honestly, that kind of blew my mind. And I was like, holy crap, the games are actually really good. I should get them. Like, I've gotten a 3DS before that, completely unrelated. And it was like, the games play on the 3DS, and that's like really, really cool. So why not? Why not get it? So I've gotten OS. Since then, I've gotten everything from Generation 6, on. Like, I've gotten X and Y later. I just like wanted to get the latest games, and then Sun and Moon came out. And only after I finished Sun and Moon, we being me and R, my brother, that also plays Pokemon, we got X and Y only after we played Sun and Moon. So we did got it late, but yeah. So, and that's like when I've gotten really into pretty much the entirety of the franchise, since I've been following the anime, even though it's a bit, honestly, a bit degraded since since Generation 7. Generation 6 anime is still, in my opinion, the best series of the anime. You can argue me. You can argue me in the chat if you want. That's my opinion. Anyways, because of that, I haven't really played any of the old games. I've played a little bit of them, like, emulated around the internet. I played, like, Silver on the web, on, like, this website. And then, since then, I've been using, like, desktop emulators. But, yeah, I played every game, every, like, set of games. You can say, like, every game. That counts as every game, right? Since Generation 6, I played Black. I gotten Black, like, some time ago, to play on my 3DS, because I never really gotten a Gen 5 game all the way through. I've started a little bit, I've gotten into quite a bit, actually, on the channel. It was my very first playthrough here, and my very first video was the start of a playthrough of Black. And so I've gotten an actual copy of the game. It's been a year and something already since then, but I still have that copy. So that's when I finished Gen 5, and Generation 4 I finished this week, Platinum, after being reminded of phone emulators. So, played Platinum. And then it kind of, like, after I started, it kind of became a goal of, let's beat a Generation 4 game, or a Sinnoh game, before PDSP comes out. And I did it! I actually managed to beat it, which was my first finished emulated game ever. Yeah. But when it comes to side games, basically haven't played really anything, especially not from Generations 1 and 2. You know, I'm talking about before Gen 6 again. I played things from Gen 6. Like all the like mobile games, all the free-to-play Switch games for Pokemon, I did play them. I'm talking like quests, like Cafe Mix, all of these. I did play them, but the old games I never really played. Did I play any N64 game? I'm not sure. Again, I said, when I was a child, I wasn't really into video games. It was just, it's more of a thing. Say, since I was about 10, that's about 10 years, I guess. I think that was when I got my 3DS. I think it was around 2011. I think I have the dates. I've taken some pictures with the 3DS camera, and it has the date there. So I think I can get the date of when I got my first 3DS. But I wasn't much of a video game fan back there. I did play some video games on, like, I'm talking about consoles. It's like, computer video games, yeah, sure, I played them. Console video games. There was a 3DS that I've gotten about 10 years ago. We did have a Wii in the house. We still do. We still do have a Wii in the house. And I touch it from time to time. And then I had that bootleg GBA SP. Yeah, I thought it was real for some time as well. Like, back when I had it, I just no idea what it was. I just had the single thing, and I had one cartridge. It was just like 99 in 1 cartridge. So that was like my video game experience back then. And that was like back in elementary school. So back then I didn't know what it was. Then I've seen what a GBA SP was, and I was like, hey, that's the thing I had. And I could have sworn I had it. And even was like pretty excited that I'll be able to, that if I ever find it, because it just went lost. I didn't throw it away at any point. It just kind of lost it. I was like, hey, I can, if I ever find it, like a theoretical thing, if I ever find it, I'll be able to play basically all Pokemon games up to Gen 3. And then on the 3DS I can play everything since, like, between Gens 4 and 7. Right? Which is pretty cool. But then I found an instructions manual for it, and it did not have the name I expected it to have. It was like, Game Station Lite or something like that. And I looked up that name online and was like, yeah, it's a ripoff of the Game Boy Advance SP. I was like, aww, that kind of just ruined a few years of theoretical thought. Yeah, that was really my console video game console experiences. And this time, everyone heard me. So yeah, my main point, I've gotten into Pokemon more around Generation 6, or even late into Generation 6. It was around 2016 when I've gotten into the games. That was already when Sun and Moon came out in the end of that year. But I did play some of the old games. I definitely started a game from each generation. Again, I said I played Silver a bit on this website, and then I played some things from around. I just never managed to finish a game until this week when I managed to finally beat Platinum. And I also gotten the Virtual Console Silver when it came out for the 3DS. And I've gotten to the League, only I lost there, and since then, which has already been a long time, I just never had power to. I definitely had to grind, and I just did not have the power to do that since then. Just kind of left it. I did take the Shiny Gyarados up to home, so that's a thing. But yeah, I haven't beaten any game before Gen 4. And Gens 4 and 5 only beaten one. But since 6, from 6 on, I've done everything. Pretty much. I haven't played Super Mystery Dungeon when it came out. That was... I actually gotten it before ORAS, so my first proper copy of a Pokemon game wasn't even main series. I still have that Super Mystery Dungeon. I've been keeping real good care of my 3DS game cards, but at some point they kind of like I'm keeping them in my pouch. I have a pouch that I'm using, and they're usually just kept in there. But at one point, everything just kind of got splattered. Like the it was open. The slot where my game cards was open, and I just kind of threw it on the couch, and everything just fell off there. And I tried to pick up everything, and only a while later I realized I completely lost like 2 game cards that I had. One for New Super Mario Bros. 2, and one for Pokemon X, which is real bummer. Because there's things since then that I wanted to do in X, and even now I am. I reset Omega Ruby, and I'm trying to complete the Pokédex again, which I have done back then. Took me a couple months back then, but I did it, and I reset my game recently. I replayed through it, and I'm trying to recomplete the decks, and I'm missing some legendaries, some of which I could have gotten from X if I still had it. So that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I am considering getting. I have thought about buying another copy of X. Even just a digital one. I usually buy physical copies of everything, but yeah, I said I lost the game card. I thought of even getting just a digital version, because what's the harm in that? And to be able to play Kalos again, because it's been a while since I've done that. That's a thought that's going through my head, but I'm kind of busy with other games right now, so yeah. And all that came from the point that I've never played the original Pokemon Snap, so I don't know how much I'll get invested into new Pokemon Snap. From what I've heard, from what I understood, it very, very well like recreates the original feeling of it and expands it. So people who were fans of the original games would definitely be fans of the new one. I've never played the original one, so I don't know just how much I'll get invested in the new one. I'll see though. I might be able to do that. I need to find. Do I have a phone charger around here? Because my phone battery is going low. Alright, I'll go get my charger. I am going to be right back. Alright, this is going to be just a bit of a noise as I connect to my computer. Alright, and my phone is charging now. Okay. I've seen some playthrough of new Pokemon Snap and it's wicked awesome. Well, good to know. I really hope I'll be able to play it soon. I mean, probably only next Friday. Because I'm not home. At any time but the weekend. So, that's fun. Probably going to get it on Sunday. We pre-ordered it. But the official importers don't seem to really like Friday deliveries. I hope my phone will actually charge and not get depleted when I'm using it to also watch the stream. Okay. So that was pretty much all my experiences with Pokemon. I think. I mean, there's definitely much more to expand on, but I don't think it would be that interesting. And honestly, when I originally played OS, I was kind of bad. I mean, I managed to beat the league in the second try. I lost to Steven on the first try. That's I at least gotten to the champion on the first try. I just lost to Steven's Metagross. And to the Metagross. So I've gotten to the last Pokemon. I just failed to beat the last Pokemon on the league. That was my first try. I then gotten something to... I mean, most of my problems were Zen Headbutt, so I was like, let's go get a Dark-type Pokemon. And that's when an Absol has joined my team. It was a Pokemon that I liked before, but definitely my feelings for it have improved because of that. So yeah, I was bad. And if you want more of how, more stories about how bad I was at playing Pokemon back when I played OS for the first time, you can head to my channel. I have a video titled, I think, Storytime? Omega, God, I don't remember even how I titled it. It's like Omega Ruby Noob Moments or something like that. Basically, few stories of mine going over just how much of a noob I was. when it came to a shiny that I failed, when it came to catching Groudon and the Deoxys and training my Pokemon. A lot of things. If you want to get the details, just head over to that video at some point. I'm really trying to just keep my just keep things rolling. I've definitely gotten better since even Sun and Moon. I've gotten much into... If you can't tell, I'm a shiny hunter. If you can't tell by the fact that this is a shiny hunting stream. Yeah, I've gotten into shiny hunting all the way back then, from OS. Which is basically the reason why I've been completing my Pokedexes in every game. It's because I wanted to get the shiny charm in Shiny Hunt. I haven't gotten much from X specifically, just because I tried using the Poke Radar. I just couldn't really get the hang of it. But I only really tried one Pokemon. Most of my shinies from X, I think like half of them I didn't even try to get, and the other half is from Friend Safari. And most of them I also didn't actually go for. I went for other Pokemon in the same Safari. One specifically, I think it was an actual friend of mine. No, it definitely was. An actual friend of mine that I had on my... Like, we had friends. We were friends also on the 3DS. It's a real-life friend, but we were also friends on the 3DS. Yes. He gives me a Dragon-type Safari, and it has Noibat and Gabite. And I was like, okay, shiny Noibat and shiny Noivern are pretty cool, right? Shiny Garchomp kinda sucks. We can agree on that, can't we? And I was like, okay, the odds are 1 in 512, right? And I started just going around there because I was kind of bored of filling the Pokedex. So I went and did a bit of a Friend Safari run. It went way over 512. Went way over 512 encounters, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop as soon as I get my first shiny. And I got the Gabites. That was disappointing. I did manage to get a shiny Noibat later. That was already, I think, in Ultra Sun and Moon. I do have a shiny Noibat, which is fun. But yeah, another thing I tried to get from Friend Safari is the Dene, and I have like, I want to say 5, 6 other shinies, both electric and fairy types, that I just didn't go for. I think it's 5. No, definitely 6. Definitely 6. I have Substrika, Electivire, Stunfisk. Oh, that's 7. Oh god. I have a Slurpuff, 2 Florges, and the Floette. I've gotten 3 shiny Floette from the same Safari, but that was at one point that I was like, let's just continue until I get the shiny Dedenne. I did get the shiny Dedenne in the end. But man, was that a struggle. The only other really shiny that I've gotten from Friend Safari was a Meowstic, which was something I was looking for. I did want to get the female one as well. I only have the male one, but I've never done that. And yeah. And my point was about the thing that I said. I think it was one of my actual friends. I have, or had at least, a lot of Friend Safaris that I found on Reddit. There is a subreddit called r/Friend Safari, where the whole point is to get friends for Friend Safari, for a specific Pokemon that you want to get. So, kind of been roaming that subreddit for a while there. I found they're both the Esper to evolve into the Meowstic, and I think like 2 or 3 Safaris to get that have the Dene, and I couldn't get anything. One of them I think had the. Oh man, no, it was definitely a few because I got 3 different electric type shinies. Substrika, Electivire, and Stunfisk. I think, yeah, okay, I remember it. I do remember it. I got the Substrika and the Stunfisk on the same one, and the Electivire was a different one. I stopped on both of them, and then I found the Fairy-type Safari, where I've gotten 3 Floette and 1 Swirlix, that all but 1 Floette were evolved. Only then I managed to actually find the Dene, which is, wow. I saw that the Flabébé that comes in 5 colors, which I caught, and then I found out that for each of the 5 there was a shiny, and I was like, nope, no way, not gonna shine hunt it. Yeah, I definitely didn't get. I was definitely not going for different forms. And also in Friend Safari you only get 1 color of Floette, so all of my shinies, I think they're blue. I think. I can't remember right now. I think they're blue flower. I think. I can't really remember. I'm not gonna check right now. Even though it's in Pokemon Home, I can check it on my phone. Not right now. There is actually a video about most of my shinies. I've done like a shiny collection showcase video. I've done 2 of them, but don't go watch the first one. The second one is an updated version, both with an updated collection. It had exactly 100 Pokemon, so I kind of did an update. And also, in my opinion, it is much higher quality. It's definitely been looking down, and on the first one, I've been looking down. I've been stuttering a lot. I've set a much a much higher quality bar for myself between the two. And I think the second one has much higher quality. So if you want to see it, go watch the second one. I will make an update once I get to 150 Pokemon. But then it's going to be just the last 50 that I've gotten. Also, I post my shinies on Twitter. If you haven't, please go check out my Twitter. If you want to know when I'm live, that's more of a better place to know when I'm live than on YouTube. I am setting the YouTube streams ahead of time, but that's like 15 minutes earlier. And at that point, I also post on Twitter that I'm going live. So if you want to see those live streams more often, definitely go check out my Twitter. And I also post about my shinies there, and about just general things about me. It is still Twitter. But yeah, you can check it out. There's a link in the description if you want. Oh, also if I post videos, that's also a thing. I'm just not doing that a lot recently, and I don't think I'm gonna do it a lot in the near future. I just don't really have any video plans. This channel is mostly streams nowadays. My notifications aren't that important. Whew. We're already over an hour in. That's nice. I'm getting really bored. A lot of the times when I'm just shiny hunting on the Switch, I just find myself getting bored, even on stream. I guess I did have some sort of an audience. Like, if one person in chat counts as an audience, maybe. But but yeah, I'm usually getting a little bored. But today is better. Today is definitely better. I guess I also had a story to occupy myself that I've told twice. One apparently just to myself, and once actually to people. I think I started saying this before, but I've definitely not been collecting a lot of different forms of different Pokemon. I remember, like, I know I liked collecting, there's the gender differences that are, like, major. There's obviously gender differences to a lot of Pokemon, but there are the Pokemon that have, like, very, like, separate forms between their genders. You know what I'm talking about, like Parvor, Meowstic, Frillish, and Unpheasant, and Jellicent. And at least I remembered that I wanted to collect a male and female of each of these. But looking at the boxes that I had for the old playthrough of Omega Ruby, I did keep them just for a little bit of an ease. Like I kept them in Pokemon Bank when I reset. So I have most of the Pokemon that I still have there. I definitely have the 2 Meowstic, but for some reason I didn't have the 2 Pyroar or Jellicent or Unpheasant. Honestly, I remembered myself wanting to collect 2 of each of them, but apparently I only really did it for Meowstic. Yeah, I don't know why. Why I remember that I like collecting both forms. When it's just, like, when I remember collecting all of them when it was just Meowstic. Maybe I also had Jellicent twice. I really can't remember. I might need to check. I'm still working on Pokédex completion in OS. And I think I will be able to do it. I said I'm missing some legendaries. I can't remember if I said it before or after I returned my mic, but I am missing some legendaries. But like with the Friend Safaris that I wanted to get, there is a nice little subreddit for Pokemon trades, and I did post there about trading some legendaries. And since I kept my boxes between the previous playthrough and this playthrough of Omega Ruby, I have a lot of duplicate legendaries. Because in OS you can get a lot of legendaries. Basically anything between generations 2 and 5. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get like everything across both, obviously across both versions. There's Ho and Lugia, basically that are version exclusive. And obviously Groudon and Kyogre. That's not, I did not forget about that. Oh, and there's like Landorus and Thundurus and Reshiram and Zekrom. Those are also version exclusive. But those I could get from Or's Alpha Sapphire. Because he just had them. That's how also I've gotten basically all of them back on my first playthrough of Omega Ruby. But yeah, now I'm missing some of them, including Kyogre, which now I can't get from Or's Alpha Sapphire because he transferred it up to the newer games. Because it was part of his team. And both of us pretty much transfer our teams up just to have them in the newer games. And currently in home, so. Just because, well, you can't put everything into Sword and Shield, but there's home, and we just keep them there. Oof. Oh, we just passed the odds. I just realized that. I already gotten 2. Ooh. This is already gonna be the second encounter after it. This entire time I've just been focusing on the stories, and I completely missed that we passed the odds. So yay, we're going over odds. I do have the shiny charm, so it's 1365 and not 4096. This sucks. I've been hunting this Zapdos for way too long. Oh, I don't remember if I said it after fixing my mic as well. I've been hunting this Zapdos for over a year. Yeah. I caught a shiny Articuno in this game back in December of 2019, and I've been hunting Zapdos ever since. So this is definitely the longest Let's Go shiny hunt, a legendary shiny hunt that I've seen. Both in actual amount of time and encounters. Because I've gotten Articuno myself, and I've seen one person get all 4 legendaries, and all 5 of these, I believe, were under 1,000 encounters. This one is now going over odds. So yay for me. I don't even know I decided to shiny hunt them. I have shinies of all of them from Ultra Sun. I just decided to do it. And if you're wondering how I got the shiny charm, I have transferred the birds from Go and gotten help from one of Or's friends when they were just helping me trade evolve some of my Pokemon. One of the Pokemon that was sent over to me to trade back was a Mewtwo. So that's how I've gotten Mewtwo. And the Shiny Charm. That's when I started doing the legendary shiny hunts. And I've definitely had much more spare time to shiny hunt Articuno than I do hunting Zapdos. Ever since like March of last year, I've been really busy. Other than like 2 separate times where it was like full month at home. I've been basically home only on weekends. So streams definitely been very much reduced in the last year. I mean, I don't know how much I did in 2019 because I don't think I was really into just like I want to say consistent streaming, or non-consistent streaming right now either, or what? Yeah, I don't know how much streams I've really done in 2019. No, wait, I've done Let's Go. Well, Let's Go for a long time. I've been playing it since release. Well, not since release. We've gotten Let's Go pretty late. Still wasn't the time where we pre-ordered every game. Yeah, it was only really Sword and Shield where we started pre-ordering. Especially when Sword and Shield, right before Sword and Shield came out, the official importer for Israel has formed, I guess is the word. And so Sword and Shield had an amazing looking release event. So we pre-ordered it, we got our copies from there. Even though it can be a little bit more expensive to buy things here in this country, though it kind of evens out with delivery price.
Cool, I'll color it later.
Yeah, delivery price, from out of the country can be pretty pricey. It's pretty expensive, so I think it kind of evens out. But things are definitely more expensive through here. So there were we did have some like debates, but when we found out that there was going to be a release event for Sword and Shield, we went. There's an official Nintendo store. There's an official Nintendo store here. And so we went there not long after it opened, and we were like, well, I was very, very curious about how long between when a game comes out until you will have it. And they were like, it's going to be here on release day. Because, I'm used to, okay, a game's released, we have to wait like a week until it will get from wherever we ordered it to here. So even things like that we gotten before release. No, hold on. No, we did pre-order Ultra Sun and Moon as well. It was just that I think we didn't have money for Let's Go for a long time. That's what happened. Let's Go. Man, I'm branching off and just forgetting what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm used to it taking like a week for delivery, for shipping. And so I just asked, out of curiosity, how long does it take to actually get here? And he said we're an official importer. We're actually getting them, like, it's out on the store on release day. And I was like, be for like Sword and Shield that are going to come out very soon. He said, yeah, we are going to get Sword and Shield on release, and we're going to have a release event for it. It's going to be like things on the Friday that it's released. I see that I'm dropping frames again, but hopefully it's not that bad. It's just that my phone is getting low internet. That's what's happening. My phone's getting low internet, and I'm relying on it. Maybe I shouldn't, but the house. Alright. I don't know if you heard me say that, but I am going to cut this thing short. We've gotten Sword and Shield on release. The end of the story is basically we've gotten Sword and Shield on release day. We were in the release event. We played a max raid battle before we played the actual game. That was fun. But yes, I am going to cut the stream short here. It's not really cut the stream short. It's been almost an hour and a half. It's been a good stream. But yeah, so this is gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more Pokemon content. Most of the streams, as I said, don't really have much of video ideas. But yeah, if you have subscribed, make sure to follow me on Twitter with a link down in the description for updates on the channel and my life in general. I post every time before I go live. Also, it's about 15 minutes or whatever. It's whenever I set the stream, honestly. But you get a notification there, and you